All right, what's next? Oh, I like this one. I like when these lefty celebrities just kind of slowly turn right. You know, I'm not like Chrissy. You know, Chrissy was going after, what's her name? Whitney Cummings for getting a little more based. And I saw Chrissy was giving her shit. And I'm like, well, you know, you used to host LGBTQ comedy nights at fucking Stonewall. I don't think you get to be the gatekeeper. In fact, I don't think anybody should be the gatekeeper. I have a general policy. If people want to agree with you, let them. If people want to be on your side, let them. You know, good for them. You know, better late than never. So Andrew Schulz, I remember Andrew Schulz a few years ago. He was making like straight up lefty content. Like Andrew Schulz was like making fun of conservatives and talking about how stupid all their ideas were and shit. Now I see him on there. He's got a show with Charlemagne the God. And Andrew Schulz is, you know, throwing some based shit out there. This is one of him, again, finally realizing better late than never that maybe that COVID jab, maybe with Fauci getting pardoned, maybe this COVID jab might be something to look into.
She took the pardon. Fauci could say, I don't want the pardon. I don't think I did anything wrong. Mm-hmm. But he took the pardon.
I don't blame anybody for taking the pardon.
I do, because now you're guilty. Because there are a lot of people that were on the January 6th committee that were offered a pardon, and they said no. They're like,
he's right. I mean, you take that pardon, in my opinion, you're guilty. I know you're not guilty by the court of law, but you take a pardon, fuck you, you did it. You know, I don't know what is Fauci pardoned for specifically. There are a few things. Lying to Congress. I think he was under oath when he was testifying, and he lied multiple times about masks, lied about the efficacy of the vaccine, lied about gain of function research. He probably broke the law when he helped facilitate through a third party, EcoHealth Alliance, contributions to the Wuhan lab for gain of function research that directly led to COVID. He's guilty of that. He took the pardon. I agree with Andrew Schulz. He's guilty. He could have not taken it and said, fuck you, charge me. I didn't do anything wrong.
Like, I did my job. I was supposed to investigate this. I did what I was supposed to do. I don't want the pardon.
If you're Fauci, you're not taking a pardon?
What's in my arm, yo?
See, this is when shit starts to get uncomfortable. When that guy you've been sitting next to and you thought you all agreed on politics goes, hey, this fucking vaccine seems a little funky now. And they all go, hey, dude, we're not supposed to talk like that. That's how those guys are supposed to talk. We're supposed to be totally sure about this. He's like, no, fuck that noise. What's in my arm?
What's in your arm, not mine.
That's what I'm saying.
And then one of his boys is like, yo, not my arm, motherfucker. I didn't get that shit. Are you crazy?
My arm, yo. Why are you taking a pardon? What's in my arm, yo?
I don't care.
What's in my arm?
I'm taking that part. I don't give a fuck.
What's with these Jewish Italian guys who talk black? Like, where did that come from? Is he legit? Like, did he just grow up in a particular neighborhood, or you just I don't understand, like, the Italian guys with the, hey, yo, what's in my arm, dog? Like,
if I put some shit in my arm, you're not allowed to get pardoned. You told me I need to put some shit in my arm. Now you can't go get pardoned. You gotta hold the weight of that decision.
Now, in fairness, I don't think it's the vaccine that they would have tried to get him on anyway. It's the lying about gain of function research that they'd probably get him on. He gave the department he was in charge of handing out grants to, gave money to Peter Daszak and EcoHealth Alliance to work with the Wuhan, China labs for gain of function research at a time where it was illegal for the United States government to contribute to gain of function research. Then when he was able to, he rewrote the rules, redefining what gain of function research is so that the thing he gave the money to retroactively became not gain of function research. He's a piece of monkey shit. But I don't think it has anything to do with the vaccine because they were given such wide rules on that you probably didn't break the law.
That's your job. What's in my arm, yo?
Poison? A genetic experiment? What do you want me to tell you?
What's about to come out?
You ain't wrong. Like, it looks a suspect. It definitely looks crazy suspect. Yeah.
I think it's because they lied about knowing it was a man-made virus, knowing it came from China, whatever. They were lying about the origins of it. Mm-hmm. That's what I...
Yeah, he's close. He's close. It's more the funding. Like, you're allowed to be wrong about shit. You're allowed to, go like, oh, I think it came from here, and it didn't. Now, if you knew it came from the lab and you were actively covering that up, now we can maybe have a conversation. But I think it's more breaking the American laws around funding gain-of-function research.
My first thought could be the vaccine too, but I tend to think they covered up when they knew where it was from.
Yeah. You lie about one thing, you lie about the other. All of a sudden, you got to keep lying to keep up the lie. There's a lot of lies going on. What's in my arm, man? What is inside my arm?
Something that's probably slowly strangling your heart to death, but don't worry, you got time. Plus, when it hits, you'll never know it. Coyote NV with $4.99 says, so political lately. Well, it's, I'll say this. I think this week it's okay to be political. I think it's okay to be political just because it's a political week, so to speak. I want to check up on the fighting. I want to see who's fighting. I want us to knock out our last 80 or 90 bucks here. That's what I want to do. And I want to watch you guys fight. And then I want to watch some Ed and Michelle. And I want to watch some cat fights that we've got. We got Ann Coulter and Megyn Kelly arguing about whether or not Lauren Sanchez is a hoe. Oh, and a mass shooter blamed it on Ethan Ralph. I couldn't believe this. A mass shooter wrote a manifesto and said that Ethan Ralph was one of the people who radicalized him. Now, I don't know what Ethan Ralph does. I've never watched one of his shows, but the only highlights I've seen of Ethan, he's like hammered and like on Xanax or whatever, and he's falling off his chair into bottles and breaking his chair. Like, how does that? I understand how that can be funny to some people, and I heard he wants to get help and he wants to get sober. I wish him well in that. I hope he does. I'm sure it's a very good feeling. But how could Ethan Ralph radicalize you? Like, no disrespect, but like a guy who falls off his chair into bottles because he's, zonked out of his gourd. How do you take what that guy says seriously enough to have it change your opinions, let alone cause a school shooting? That was kind of wild to me. We'll get to that a little bit later. I just want to see if they're still fighting each other. Oh, my goodness. McBuster said somebody has a stupid gay F-word mustache. You ain't getting my money, responded. McBuster is like Aaron's little pit bull. McBuster doesn't do shit for me. He's freelance, man. He does this because he enjoys it. I've never asked McBuster to do a thing. He just goes out there and he starts yelling at you guys. No offense. I think he just thinks you guys are dicks. And he has a moral issue with you guys kind of being a little too comfy around a guy who has serious PDF tendencies. I think you guys kind of have to own that one a little bit. I mean, it doesn't make you one, but you do have to kind of own that it's a little gross. I think he's kind of got you there. But he's not my attack dog. I don't tell McBuster to do. McBuster does what he does strictly for the love of the game. 100% McBuster is a teenager, says you ain't getting my money. McBuster telling Clopogram, quote, I think you have a dick lodged in your cerebellum. Now, Clopogram, in fairness, if that is the case, you should have that looked at because I guarantee that would be bad for you. If McBuster is not telling the truth, ignore it completely. I think he's just trying to rattle you. But if you do have a penis or really any phallic object in your cerebellum, you should probably get that cleared out. We've got Clopogram saying, McBuster, I think you have your dick in your ex Melton. Ooh, that's a stinky place to be. That is a stinky, fat, poo-poo place to be. McBuster loves sucking dick. That is an accusation that's now been made by You Ain't Getting My Money. So we have a breaking news update. Can we get let's get a breaking news sounder in here real quick. I just want to, Fox News breaking sounder. Let's, breaking, oh, come on. Breaking news stinger. There we go. The fuck is this? This is gay. Get me the good one. Ooh, breaking news. Okay, how about I want the other one. I don't want that one. No, I want like the schladong. I want that one. How about, is this it? Nope, that's not the one. God damn it. How many? That's the one I want. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hold on just a moment. Breaking news. There is a possibility, or at least an accusation, that McBuster loves sucking dick. That is the breaking news here on the program. Oh, wait a minute. McBuster with a breaking news report on You Ain't Getting My Money. Breaking news coming out of the Steel Toe newsroom. McBuster says your mother sucked 12 BBCs before the show. We will keep an eye on that story and update you as it continues. Wait a minute. More breaking news. McBuster making another allegation. You ain't getting my money. I gave your mom a donkey punch, then a Cleveland steamer on her chest. Wow. That is a hell of an accusation. McBuster with another accusation to You Ain't Getting My Money. And that accusation being, I think your breath smells like dick. Prove me wrong. The gauntlet has officially been laid down by McBuster. Here we go. Breaking news from You Ain't Getting My Money. To McBuster, fucking weirdo. Allegations of being a weirdo now. Here on Steel Toe.
So, Ben.
Hey, what the fuck? Why am I in a Rich Eisen story all of a sudden? Well, that bit's done.